Okay, so just finished another session on the Hello World Ruby platform, and it was a follow on from yesterday's session where there was a full mob, and today it was just me and Animish. But yesterday we had a great session where it spanned from Japan through to India, onto Germany and Spain. We're currently targeting getting more people involved from Brazil. And then next week, we hope to extend that search to people in Australia and New Zealand. So, pretty exciting time. Uh, but what is Hello World? You can see we have a GitHub IO, GitHub pages for the project. Um, that is here. And we also have a presentation. So, I'll just quickly run you through the presentation. So here you can see us all mobbing together. You may understand what mob programming is, but what we're trying to do is extend that and make it continuous and global. You may not understand what mob programming is, and basically it's a method where we can get humans collaborating together. It's very similar to pair programming, but with more people involved, the whole team. Was very popularized by Woody Zoll a few years back now, but he continues to talk about that. Really interesting guy, definitely worth checking out his presentations. Similar to pair programming, we have a driver who's in charge of a keyboard and enters the code. There's a navigator who tells the driver what to write, and if the navigator's stuck, for instance, doesn't know the syntax of the command, he can ask the team to do some research to find that syntax. They can then paste it into the Jitsi chat. And everybody in the team has a different element of knowledge. So we encapsulate all of that knowledge into and utilize it within the team, which is quite rare to do that in current ways of working. Like I said, we want to make this global, so we're going from one time zone to another. We've done this from Japan through to Europe via India and want to extend it to Brazil and Australia. We utilize Jitsi, which I'm recording this on right now, GitHub code spaces, and a mob timer so that we know when to rotate. And it kind of helps reduce the chaos which otherwise would exist if you had 3 to 7 people or were trying to work on the same problem at the same time. One of the things we're working on is handing over to the next time zone. This will become more apparent as we include Brazil and Australia. And we need to hand over because the workday can be more than 8 hours, but we don't want humans to be working more than this time. So you need to hand over not just the code, but the active knowledge of what the current problems are and what the proposed solutions are. But the advantage of that is you wake up and somebody else has progressed the problem, the solution. Also, if it's continuous, people can actually join when they have availability. They may be on a course, so only have afternoons free. They may have children at school, so only have the middle of the mornings free. And there's various other reasons why people may need some flexibility. The motivation for all of this mob programming is that the current way of working that's popular around the world with async development and PRs doesn't work if you purely rely on this. It's very easy to misunderstand the requirements if you have no direct human-to-human communication. And there's a lot of delays going on if you have to review somebody else's code and then go back to your own work, or vice versa, waiting for your PR to be reviewed, takes a lot of time. And humans, we're not machines. It's good to actually talk to each other. This is just an overview of why async doesn't work, but Dragon, he's got a brilliant video from YouTube. So these are our principles, pretty much covered. We'd really love to get more people involved, and we want to make it as easy as possible for you to get involved. So we've basically come up with a little platform that has very low barriers to entry. You just add one liner, say hello to a Ruby file, and that just contains your Twitter handle and your location. Once you're in there, you'll be regularly polled for availability, and we welcome people just to join a session as an observer. It's a new way of working, so if you don't want to commit to coding or being a navigator, that is just fine by us. Just come and be an observer and see how it works. When you're ready to join, just join. We're using the hashtag helloworld_Ruby on Twitter, and these are my details. Look forward to chatting more.